Excuse me. You know, life is boring, man. Unless you do something about it. I said, hold on. Life is boring until you do something about it. Feel me on this, man. It's your boy, your round, Pat Guardolo. Tapping in with another episode, man. Life is basically boring until you do something about it. If you're new here, this is the Round the Clock Thinker Show. We release pre-recorded videos every Sunday to give you this mindset information so that you can make sure that you're on the right path. But you have to check yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's some reality checking that has to go into growth, period. There's no way around it. That's one of the main things that sets you apart from others, because most don't want to deal with the truth. I'm sipping this core right here, man. I'm on a H20 right now, staying hydrated. Got a lot of things in motion, man. Staying positive, staying optimistic, you know. And we count the things that disappoint us. We count the things that seem like they want to throw us off. We count those as lessons, you know, as course corrections. Gentle course corrections. You feel me? But we're gonna get into the show, man. Life is basically boring, right? Until you do something about it. And what I mean is this. If you don't make anything happen, nothing will happen. And I know that sounds so simple, right? It sounds so cliche. It sounds like a no-brainer. But in reality, it's big facts. And you have to really think about that. If you don't make anything happen, in other words, if you don't move on anything, nothing will happen. You see what I'm saying? So the first start point I got right here is this. And this goes into reality checking. You have to check yourself. You have to look in the mirror and say, look, you're a liar. You have to make eye contact with yourself and say the truth of what it is. That's the only way you can truly start growing. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, look, you're a liar. You're a bullshitter. You've been doing this, and this, right? And we can fix it, but we need to talk about it. You understand? So the first start point says, no one is coming to save you. So forget it. No one. Not your mom, your dad, your girl, your brother, your sister, some random stranger. Listen, this is how you have to look at it. I'm not saying that any of those things are not true. But how you have to look at it, no one is coming to save you. So forget it. Forget it. Listen, even if someone helps you a few times, eventually it's going to play out. Eventually it's going to get old. So you have to already have this mindset from the jump. No one is coming to save you. And that'll affect how you move. It'll affect the things that you put into play, your actions that you take, the things that you're willing to sacrifice so that you can put yourself in a better position, you know, instead of waiting around, right? Because really, people wait around and hope to feed off others, but then they get mad when the others say no. They get mad. I know you met somebody like that. If you're not one yourself, I know you met somebody like that. They want to feed off others constantly. They always got a story, something that they're about to do. And we're going to talk about that in chapter 2. Something that they're about to do. That they're, hey, look, when I do this, I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you this. But right now, I need this. Needy. Always needing. Right? Waiting around, hoping to feed off others. And guess what? They get mad when people tell them no. Guess what that leads to? It leads them into generalizing that bad person. Poor me. No one ever does this for me, man. No one, no one cares about me. No, nobody? No one ever does what? Generalizing. They, freeloaded for 6-7 months just off the strength of other people. But then when one person tell them no, give them that reality check, guess what? They start generalizing, man, nobody, no one. It's a vicious cycle. It's a trap. You feel me? So let's roll into chapter 2. And I got a lunch conference that I gotta go to, so I'm gonna wrap this one up a little bit quicker. Misery loves company and false hope. Misery loves company and false hope. Because I know you've heard of the saying that misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? That misery loves company is kind of, it's said a lot, but people don't really understand what it means. But misery loves company and false hope. You remember hanging around, and it's like you're waiting for something to happen. This false hope. And you with somebody else too. And y'all both waiting for something to happen. False hope. Right? Because that hope that you're holding on to is faulty. This story point I got. Hope without action is faulty. It's no bueno. You stand still and hope for rain. Not even thinking about the mud. Shout out to Denzel on The Equalizer. Go watch that. Right? And some, listen, they're just hoping that somebody will come save them, like I said in chapter 1. It's like this illusion. It's one of the most powerful illusions. The most common illusion is that something will happen without any effort. And it's so easy to be stuck like that because there's somebody beside you who believe the shit too. And no one's doing anything. Everybody's just waiting for some miracle to happen. And you know what? At one point, I was like that. Let me tell you a quick story. I was Lyft driving. I was a Lyft driver on the University of Alabama. I had a Jeep Cherokee. You know what I'm saying? Nice ass Jeep, Grand Cherokee. And I was a Lyft driver on the UA, right? So I'm a Lyft driver on the UA, and I pick up this dude from Texas, older guy. So he get in, we get to talking, tell me he from Texas, and he told me like, yo, like, I feel like I can share this with you. He said, look, I used to sleep on my couch. I used to sleep, not his couch. He said, I used to sleep on my friend's couch. I used to sleep on his couch, right? And then I ended up getting rich. He started a real estate company. When he started this real estate company, he became a multi-millionaire. And he in the car with me, you know what I'm saying? We riding, and he was like, yo, I see that you're in this vehicle right here. I know you got potential, right? And he was like, look, I want to offer you an opportunity. I was like, okay, what kind of opportunity? He said, I want you to come to Texas to work for me. This is what he said. Hold on. I gotta send his note for this lunch conference, because I want to keep going on this. I want to make sure I fully wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to rush through this. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to rush through this, you know what I'm saying? So, this dude, he said, yo, I want to offer you an opportunity. And I'm like, okay. What kind of opportunity? Right? He said, I want you to come work for me in this real estate business. He said, the opportunity I'm giving you, I wouldn't even give to my nephew because he's not capable. He said, I sense that you're capable. He said, but you have to move to Texas like within the next 3 days. You have to move to Texas. I'll set you up. Everything will be everything. Right? And you can come and start. And you'll make more money than you've ever made. And I was like, whoa. He had a daughter that was going to the UA. That's why he was there. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I got his number. And guess what? Even though I was under the impression that someone would come save me, when he came and quote unquote saved me and actually gave me an opportunity, I wasn't ready for it. I was not ready for it. It was too much fear, right? It was too much fear. Even though I was basically in the same programming as, I was doing things, right? I was making effort, and somehow that did come to me based off of how I was moving up, of course, because he saw my accomplishments by sending my Jeep, you feel me? But still, I was too scared to make that jump. I wasn't even ready. So in reality, I had false hope. It was faulty. Because even though an opportunity fell dead in my lap, I fucked it up. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? I got his number, but long story short, I think it ended up with me like just telling him I don't know about like moving that fast, and you know what I mean? Today, if I would have got that opportunity, shit, man, I would have moved so fast. I don't give a fuck. But just selling shit out my cribs. It was too many fear. It was too much fear, and it was too many barriers. It was too many fear barriers in the way for me to do it. And that would have changed my life. There was an opportunity that would have changed my life. That was a multi-millionaire. Right? So boom. I'm fast forward, and this was like maybe, I don't know, a couple years ago right here. This is another story where I was more ready, and I ended up in a good position to get some gain. I didn't necessarily get an opportunity to change my life, but I got some gain from another multimillionaire, right? So boom, it was this conference in Phoenix. I was under this company. I'm not gonna say their name, but I was under this company, and they had a conference in Phoenix, Arizona, right? So I'm renting a car at the time, and you know, I'm like, bet, like, I'll take my last, put it in the tank. Excuse me. Take my last, put it in the tank, and I'll go to Phoenix. Let's go. Let's roll. So I drove 20 hours to Phoenix. And Phoenix is beautiful, by the way. It's dusty as hell, but it's beautiful in Phoenix, man. Like the hills and how they look, and how artistic they look in person, and it was just so green. Man, look, if you never been to Arizona, Phoenix specifically, man, look, it is beautiful there. It's just hella dusty, and you can tell because that's a desert. But anyway, I drove 20 hours there. Right? Yeah. 20 hours there. And you know, I was like, man, I just, spent my last, but fuck it, I can't get a room, but fuck it, I'll just sleep in the car, right? I had a different mindset and mind frame compared to the old me. It was just fearful. So I went to the conference and ended up getting introduced to this dude. He was like the president of the company, right? Or at least of that section. So my colleague and them, they like introduced him to me. And man, it's like he stepped to me. He put both of his hands on both of my shoulders, and he was like, "You're gonna be successful." He said, "You're on stage with all of the people that's in your section, and they're proud of you because you went diamond, which is like the highest level. You went diamond, and you're making X amount of money a month." And he was basically telling me, you have to see it in your mind. You have to really see it in your mind. So I'm like, okay. I'm listening to him, and then he said the last thing, and I was like, I just went there. And he was like, wow, you get what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. And he walked off. And then my colleague and them, they was like, yo, like, he's never taken out time with anybody like that. Like, he's never poured into someone like that. You know what I'm saying? And they kept insinuating, like, we don't know what he told you. Like, we don't know. Indirectly asking me to tell them what he told me. I ain't tell them shit. But I used that game. And I understood that. And then the more I research, the more I read, the more I listen to audiobooks, the more that I learn, it keeps popping up. You have to do it in your mind, and you have to become obsessed with the vision in your mind. It has to be so real to you that no one can tell you otherwise. It's impossible, even though it's not physically manifested yet, right? It's still so real in your mind that you just know. You know, like on a very deep level. You feel me? So that takes us into chapter 3. Know that you can, and that's it. It's not rocket science, right? It's not complicated. You have to know that you can. And then, of course, by knowing that you can at the level that you should know that you can, you will take action. And you will take action by, first and foremost, accepting the battle. I talk about that in my book, The Pretty Much Understanding. The link should be in the description for the audiobook. Right? The simple fact is you have to accept the battle, and then you have to know that you can, and that's it. And you'll take action, because the reason why you have to accept the battle is because things are gonna happen to pull you back, right? Things are gonna happen to pull you back and make you have to reassess your moves. You have to reassess your play. You have to reassess your consistency more often than not when you first start on a journey of doing something new. You have to reassess your consistency. You have to reiterate the passion behind it, because really motivation, it becomes like just fuel when you have it. But it's not always there. Sometimes you just have to apply a very high amount of discipline to stay consistent and persistent. And persistency is basically doing it when it's hard. Consistency is doing it over and over again. But when you're persistent, you do it even when it's hard. You see what I'm saying? And when it's hard, sometimes you're gonna have to reassess. But the key is the course correction. When you're driving a car, and you know how on the highways it has the lines that makes the noise. I know you done heard that shit when you right. Soon as you hit that, usually you don't just snatch the car back. Like, you gradually get it back on court in the road. Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you're trying to change the radio or something. You're just like, and you ease it back in the road. You don't snatch it back in the road, because you'll end up going off the road like that. So it's gentle course correction. You have to be gentle with yourself. You have to believe in yourself and know that you can. And that's it. And just stay on the path. Stay on the path. Sometimes the start point I got, sometimes the only thing that will make us move is enough pain and discontentment. Discontentment is something else. When you have pain and discontentment and you're not content with your situation, man, that changes you. That does something to you. For real. Like, when I was addicted to pills, man, and shit, man, rock bottom, no money, hungry, lost my vehicle, no car, you know what I'm saying? People waiting to they was waiting on that moment anyway. And then when they was able to see it and like in my mind giving them that satisfaction, it was bothering me. Like, man, that was enough pain and discontentment for me to say, you know what, fuck this. I accept the battle, but from here on, it's upward and forward only. I'll never go back. I'll never go back. And you have to have that type of belief when it comes to knowing that you can. Life is basically boring until you do something about it. Because if you don't do something about it, one piece is nothing will happen. There's one piece. But life will automatically happen to you, which is the worst of the worst. Homeless, broke, dirty, sick, right? Anxiety, anxious, fearful, depressed. The worst of the worst. But if you do something about it, if you understand what it's about and you do something about it, listen, it'll work out for you. Man, it's your Ron Pat Bordolo checking out, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Fine, I think it's Keon Jamarcus at gmail.com. KeonJamarcus at gmail.com. Still free consultation if you want one, man. It's still available. You just gotta email me and we'll block out some time and chop it up. You feel me? But other than that, peace to y'all, man. Peace to y'all. Stay up. I'm out.